Welcome back to First Listen, everybody. My name is Tenthile, and I hope you're doing well today. This week on First Listen, we checked out Jaden Smith's debut release, Syre. Now, this is coming after a couple mixtapes and maybe one of the weirdest Twitter story kind of things that you've ever seen. Scratch all that stuff from your memory, all that drama and weirdness and whatever, and kind of listen to this. You have to listen to this album. It is one of the most experimental, most diverse, most like question mark kind of thing that you just have to hear. Going into this, I had no idea what I'd be getting myself into. No idea. Coming out of it, I feel affected and changed in a really positive and beautiful way. So let's get into this First Listen. This album opens with Blue. More specifically, it opens with B, but Blue is a 4-track experience. And man, before I get into each one of these, I have to say this is probably one of the coolest opens I've heard in a long time. I'm big on opens, and this just crushed it so good. B is filled with just so much. That feature by his sister Willow is perfect. The talent in this family line is just incredible. She hooked me right away. I didn't even look it up. I didn't know it was her. Well done. L. This is a quick rap, but it's got a catchy flow. It keeps you going, keeps you listening. It's good. It's good. U is a auto-tuned, slow rap track that has a lot of effects and it's heartfelt, and it changes gears a little bit, going back and forth between that slow rap and then spoken vocals, and then it's a thing. It's a thing to listen to. E has this bluesy, jazzy riff that really put a nice punctuation on this open. Kind of hooked you again. Like it hooked you at the beginning and then hooked you at the end. Not a lot of tracks or kind of compilation tracks really can do that, and this one really did. The slow drums and the spoken rap really complement each other quite well. The flow on this is pretty fire. The constant references to Blue and what all that means is so intriguing to me. What a way to open an album. Moving on, we have Breakfast featuring A$AP Rocky. This track is all right. It's a little bit weird, and I wasn't sure quite what was going on. It's definitely out there, but it's pretty interesting, and it's okay. Then we have Falcon featuring Rari. This track's got a lot going on, to say the least. It's a cool track. The beat kind of pops in and pops out, and this one really goes places. I mean, from that folksy guitar that pulls everything together to, some different lyrics, but it does that thing that you want it to do. It scratches that itch you didn't know you had. Yeah. Then we have 2 tracks that I have to talk about together because they're completely separate from the whole album. They are so unique. That's 90 and Lost Boy. These 2 tracks take up about 18 minutes of this over an hour album, and they're really good. These 2 tracks are a must listen. There is a lot here. From the crazy instrumentals to just the feeling in these tracks. I was blown away. These are huge tracks. Man. And man, the drums, the guitar, like, it doesn't matter. You have to listen to this. It is a must listen. I repeat, must listen. Moving on, we have Icon, which hits with perfection. It hits hard. And I like that it hits this hard. It's also very self-referential. He's talking about his crew, the label, all that stuff. It's very interesting how he does it here. He calls it how he sees it, and he speaks it how he feels it. Dropping rhymes for you there. Next, we have the lead single from this album, which released all the way last year, Fallen. This track is a smart lead single. Maybe the smartest track they could have put as the lead single for this album. It has a slow, wispy open that hooks you so hard with that drum beat. So hard. I couldn't believe it. I was kind of taken away by both the lyrics, the drums, the whole vibe, all of it. And then there's that beautiful voice that cuts in and gives this song so much soul and heart. I mean, you can't beat that. And then we have tracks like Watch Me, George Jeff, Rapper. These tracks don't really hit it for me. They don't hit that button, that note that I was looking for. But there's still something in them. There's still something there. And I was going to put the passion along with it. But then the passion ended with so much beauty that I felt like we needed to bring up that track. I like it. I like almost all the tracks on this album equally. It's amazing. I did not expect that this would happen. Just didn't expect it. And this album finishes with Syre. This is a whimsical finish. Spoken vocals. There's a lot of feeling here. A lot of deep, deep feeling here. It's a heck of a deep story he's telling. And it is referenced the whole way through. This is a concept album, in a sort. It's about him. It's how he thinks about himself, stuff that he's gone through, the life that he's lived. And this is quite beautiful. I don't know what else to say about it. It's something you must listen to. And this track, Syre, is a beautiful way to end a very experimental, very intriguing, very well-produced album. So, with this ending, I was put in a state of complete openness and strange serenity. It won me over. It really did. And I think it might win you over too. That's going to do it for this edition of First Listen. I hope you've enjoyed. Hit like, dislike on this video, depending on what you thought about my thoughts. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please come on back to another First Listen. This is worth as many listens as it takes for you to get that vibe that I got. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Maybe.